Good day, everyone. My name is Mary Ann H. Saison, all the way from BS Ed Major in English, Section 1A. So, for today's video, I am going to discuss about generative syntax. But before we start the main focus of this discussion, let me first start what is generative syntax. Generative syntax breaks with the structuralist tradition by attaching no significance to discovery procedures by seeing accurate descriptions to individual languages. As you can see in the slide shown, generative syntax originates in the works of Noam Chomsky beginning in the late 1950s. It attempts to give a set of rules that will predict which combinations of words will form grammatical sentences. In line with this, there are 5 stages of the line of development which is been informed by Noam Chomsky's own work. Those are: early generative syntax is a thought that generate the sentences of a language. Next is the aspect theory, or much we known as standard theory. Its core aspect is the distinction between the two representation of a sentence called deep structure and surface structure. Deep structure depicts the relationship between words and phrases in a sentences, whereas surface structures are derived from deep structures with a series of transformations. Next is the revised extended standard theory. So its semantic interpretation was put in the surface structure. If it will undergo the transformational process, then the meaning itself, the meaning of the sentence itself will remain. So that is revised extended standard theory. Next, number 4 is government and binding theory. The government and binding theory, it is the how human mind represent language. So minimalism, it is a program understood as a mode of inquiry that provides a conceptual framework which then guides to the development of the linguistic theory. Based on the video material that I watched about generative syntax, it entails 3 parts. Those are the prescriptive and descriptive rules on constituents and constituents recursion. Prescriptive rule is very strict in structure, identifying if that forms of language or the structure of your language that you entail is correct or not. Specifies on how language and grammars should be used, like don't split infinitives, or don't end your sentence or don't end a sentence with a preposition. Linguists let us know that in the world of English, we must know how to form a sentence, when to apply, and how to use the grammar rules for us to construct good sentences with correct grammar and correct syntax. In descriptive rule, it focuses more on the structure of language, and it is applicable in our daily living. Meaning to say that descriptive rule is more into freestyle of speaking the language. It does not have right or wrong as long as the audience knows to interpret or understands what you are trying to say. Like for example, the sentence, "What are you up to?" So in descriptive grammar, it is understandable knowing that a person says or questions you, "What are you up to?" Yes, it's descriptive rule. It is in descriptive rule. It is understoodable yan. It is correct. Whereas on prescriptive grammar, it is incorrect. Knowing that that sentence, what are you up to, ends with a preposition. And according to prescriptive rule, do not end your sentence with a preposition. So, instead of saying, what are you up to, prescriptive rule transforms it into, to what are you up? To what are you up is the correct structure, a correct form of a sentence in prescriptive rule. So, from descriptive rule, what are you up to prescriptive rule, to what are you up? So, that is the differences or the distinction between prescriptive and descriptive rule. Going down to the next part or the next discussion on the video material that I watched, it is entitled On Constituency. So, reminiscing the very first discussion of this subject, it mentioned there constituency, which is, or constituents is the arrangement of units. So, if you have a sentence like, Anna is riding a boat. So, you have there a subject, and you have the subject Anna, and a predicate is riding a boat, then it is a sentence. So, if you come to think with it, Anna is a noun. Is a linking verb. Is a determiner. And riding is a verb. And a boat is a noun. You have there Anna as a noun phrase. You have a verb phrase. And another noun phrase. Those are what we call constituents. So, in the sentence, Anna is riding a boat. So, there are 5 constituents. Since Anna is one constituent, since it is a noun or under the node of a noun phrase, is a verb, a linking verb. Is a determiner, which is under also a noun phrase. Riding is a verb, which is a verb phrase. And boat is a noun, which is under noun phrase. So overall, Anna is riding a boat consists of 5 constituents. In line with that, it can also form from a small constituents and will eventually expand into a larger constituents. Since constituency deals also with word forming from small units into a larger units. Going down from the last part of the video material that I watched, it is entitled Constituent Recursion. So we are done in discussing what is constituents. It is the arrangement of units. Next, recursion is the expansion of units. There, we can apply the constituent recursion, which is from one single unit, it is arranged from one unit to a larger unit by the same type, or it is in the same type. So let's focus with this example. Sophia regrets that fact. Sophia there is a noun, which is under a noun phrase. Regrets is a verb, and it is followed by another noun phrase, which is that fact. So it is a well-arranged constituents. Next is we should apply another set of sentence. Let's have Joseph beats Albert. Joseph there is a noun, and beats is a verb, and Albert is a noun. So it is in the same type, right? Sophia and Joseph are noun phrase. Regrets and beats is a verb, and that fact and Albert is also a noun phrase. So if we come to combine two sentences, we do now have the result. Sophia regrets that Joseph beats Albert. It is linked with the function word that to complete the constituent recursion. And that is the work of constituent recursion come from two sentences or more. It can also be more, but this example only consists of two sentences. So from two sentences with the same type, you can really create constituent recursion. You can expand it into a larger set of units as long as it does have the same set, which is from our example, a noun, a verb, and another noun phrase. If you come to create another sentence, then you can actually apply it and expand it larger. And that is constituent recursion. And that's it. Those are the learnings that I get from the video material that I watch, which is all about generative syntax. Again, my name is Marianne H. Saison, all the way from BSED Major in English, Section 1A. Bye! Thank you for watching!